feel like I'm on a constant journey to find something other than Gatorade that Hello, my chronically awesome friends. I'm Styna and welcome back to Sick, Tired, and Alone, the YouTube channel about dealing with chronic illness alone, which is only half as depressing as it sounds. Please excuse me if I sound kind of odd today. I can't open my mouth all the way. I had a lot of dental work done in the last month and a half-ish because I didn't keep up with it through my early adulthood or childhood, and so I had a lot of issues that needed taken care of. Got it all done over the course of a month and a half so that it was done. I earned so many adulting points going to these dentist appointments because I hate the dentist. And then at the last appointment, something happened. My doctor thinks when the dentist was giving me that last numbing injection that he caused some nerve and or muscle damage. I can't open my jaw past that point and I haven't been able to since the numbing stuff wore off over a week ago. Personally, I think I subluxed this side of my jaw and it hasn't gone back in yet. I can feel the joint moving not the way it's supposed to be moving, and I feel like if I just move it enough in the right direction, it'll pop back in. But in case I'm wrong, I'm going to wait because I've never subluxed my jaw and not had it go back in like pretty immediately. My doctor wants me to message him if it hasn't cleared up by this coming Wednesday, and then he'll send me for imaging and we'll see then. But for now, I can only open my mouth not very much. And yeah, that's that, but that's not the point of this video. As many of you know, I have a condition called postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, also known as POTS, which is a type of dysautonomia, but I also have full dysautonomia, which can affect any or all of the functions that are controlled by the autonomic nervous system, and most of mine are affected. A very common symptom with this condition is chronic dehydration. I've said it before, and I know a lot of POTSies and dysautonomiacs who have said it. It seems like plain water just doesn't stick. It's very difficult to explain if you haven't experienced it yourself because it's one of those things that just doesn't seem right when you hear it. Personally, for myself and for a lot of other POTSies that I've spoken with, when I drink just plain water, it actually makes me more dehydrated. And it's not like just a thing that I think. I have ended up in the ER on saline drip from severe dehydration after drinking 90 ounces of water in a day, and my body just will not retain it. Basically, for the last 2 odd years since I've developed dysautonomia, I've pretty much been living on Gatorade. That's the only thing I actually drink for hydration. Most days it's the only thing I drink at all. Sometimes I drink seltzer water and juice and stuff just because I want the taste, but it doesn't actually help hydrate me. And that's why I started saline infusions too. A couple of you asked in my last vlog if I could explain why I need the saline infusions. This is why. If you want me to talk more about the saline infusions and how/why they help me with my conditions, I can do that in a separate video. Just let me know in the comments below if that's something that you want. But for this video, I'm doing a review. I feel like I'm on a constant journey to find something other than Gatorade that actually helps me and preferably is less expensive than Gatorade. And Gatorade is one of the cheapest electrolyte products on the market, especially when you get it on sale. Typically I can get a 32-ounce bottle of Gatorade for $1. Right now they're on sale for 69 cents. So the main 2 reasons I've stuck with Gatorade this entire time are that it is the most cost-effective option for me and it works for me. I believe it has to do with the exact balance of electrolytes. A lot of things don't work for me. People have recommended making my own homemade healthier Gatorade out of like cucumber and lemon juice and water and salt and all these things, and I've tried it all. First of all, making those things takes energy that I just don't have to spend on it. If I get to a point where I'm able to spend my energy making those kinds of things, where either I have more energy or I have a less busy day, maybe I'll do that. But also it tends to be more expensive because produce is just more expensive than, I don't want to say junk food because I don't want to call Gatorade junk, but it does have a lot of sugar in it, even the low sugar version, which is what I drink. It's not really a health food is what I'm saying. When my nausea is not super horrible, I go through probably at least 90 ounces of Gatorade a day. So the amount of produce I would need in order to make my own homemade Gatorade type drink, it would cost a lot more, and I just don't have the money to spend. So I've decided I'm going to start trying new electrolyte products and see if I can find something that works as well as Gatorade does for me, and something that is either a similar price or less, and hopefully a little bit healthier, like without the sugar. So this is a product that has been recommended to me more than once by fellow Spoonies on Tumblr. This product is called LyteShow. This is a 4-ounce bottle, and it also comes with a little travel flask. And there is a note in the bag that recommends you fill up and use the travel flask after you've opened the main bottle, because it says it may leak once the seal is broken. And also, the lid for the travel flask is what you use to measure out how much you're putting in your water. So this is a concentrated mixture of electrolytes. So you fill up the cap for the travel flask to the very top, it says, and that's 3 milliliters, and you put that in 32 ounces of water or other liquids, I'm assuming. There are 40 servings. This bottle costs about $16 on Amazon. So there's 0 sugar, 0 calories, nothing artificial, made in the USA. No sweeteners, starch, yeast, wheat, gluten, soy milk, egg, or shellfish. The ingredients are seawater, purified water, low sodium sea mineral concentrate, citric acid from plant sources, potassium chloride, zinc sulfate. Magnesium 40 milligrams, sodium 125 milligrams, zinc 2 milligrams, chloride 390 milligrams, potassium 130 milligrams, sulfate 20 milligrams. I believe the sodium concentrate in this is less than it is in Gatorade, so I'm not sure how well that'll work. I will also say that I know a lot of people do have zinc sensitivity and it can make them nauseated. I have pretty consistent nausea anyway. I take promethazine throughout the day, so I'm hoping if it does affect me that way, I won't even notice. Ooh. It has a very faint smell that I can't really place. It smells kind of like a vitamin, honestly. I've read a lot of reviews on Amazon that said it's kind of salty tasting, and also some that say it's very bitter. I eat so much salt that I feel like if it is salty, I probably won't really notice. But we'll see how it ends up tasting. I'm thinking if it tastes kind of funky, I could just get some of those, like the Mio flavor drops. And there's like a little doohickey that you put on the top of it. And then I've got my mason jar, my 32-ounce mason jar, because I don't own cups. I own 2 mugs at this point, my Skull mug and my World of Warcraft mug. Those are the closest things to cups I have, okay? Fill it up to the top. I feel like it would also be useful to know like how many drops it takes to fill up the cap, so you don't have to like worry about actually filling up the cap every time. Also, probably I would eventually just eyeball it because I have no patience. It's in the thing. You can kind of see it separated a little bit. Alright, moment of truth. And of course my camera died because I'm not used to shooting with this camera anymore. I'm not terribly worried about having a reaction to this because these are all things that are pretty common in vitamins and the sources seem pretty safe. So I'm not terribly worried about having like a mast cell reaction or anything like that. But then you just never know because my body likes to pretend it's allergic to random things. Let's see. It definitely has a flavor, but it's very, It's very muted. I can definitely taste the sodium. It's got like an obvious saltwater flavor, but it's not overpowering. Then again, don't hold me to that because I eat so much salt every day that, like I said, I probably can't really gauge that, but it almost has like a chlorine, that public pool flavor. And there's something else too that I really can't place, and I don't know which one of these things would be causing it, but it's almost like musty, like kind of what a musty basement smells like, but in flavor, but not horrible. Like, it's not disgusting. It's not enough to throw me off. And I do think that if you just use some like flavor drops in it, that it would probably cover it up really well. I personally have never been a fan of drinking just plain water. That's why I drink seltzer water when I drink something else, because I like the flavor. By the way, Dr. Pepper flavored seltzer water that's just carbonated water and natural flavor, yes. So flavor passes for me. It was pretty inexpensive. Now it's just a matter of how well it actually sticks for me. I will keep drinking it throughout the day and get back with you guys on how I feel it holds up. This ends up sticking pretty well. I think this will be a great option, especially having the little travel flask. I think that's really nice. I don't know how many servings you get in here. It doesn't say like how many milliliters this holds, but I have a flight coming up in September, so I think this would be really useful. But yeah, we'll see how this turns out. I'm pretty excited about it. From the reviews, I was kind of worried that it was going to taste real funky, but I think it's fine, honestly. Like, I've had seltzer water that tastes a lot worse than that. Like, things that were supposed to taste good. I'm going to go ahead and film the outro now, even though I will be following up vloggy style throughout the day, and I'll just mash it all together in editing because, you know, I'm a professional. If you guys want to see me trying out more products, let me know. It's definitely something that I want to do anyway, just for my own curiosity, but if that's something that you guys want to see, let me know. If there are specific products you would like me to try, let me know. I'm down for anything at this point. I am not sponsored by LyteShow, and probably never will be, because I just said their product tastes a little bit like a public pool. If you would like to contribute to more videos like this, and also videos not like this, please consider checking out and supporting my Patreon page. Feel free to follow me on all the things. I'm pretty sure I'm pointing at the right side this time. If you're not already following me on Twitch, that's a thing that you could also do, because I live stream on there. Not as frequently as I was, but still sometimes. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time, my chronically awesome friends. But until then and always, take care. Oh, baby, why did you move your food all the way into the middle of the room? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? What they're doing? Digby, Digby, I'm doing a thing. I'm doing a thing, and it's not about you. Sorry. How dare I? Everything is about you, you know that.